What's up, everybody? It's Chastin J. Miles, and I am here with another video of a topic that you all have asked me about, and especially after I recorded that video about why I left Keller Williams Realty. And if you haven't watched that, I'll link that up here in the cards for you to go and take a look at that. A lot of you all asked me if I was to interview at another brokerage, what questions would I ask? And that, when I left Keller Williams, that was years and years ago. And so I decided that I want to put out one of those videos. I want to put out a video about the questions that I would ask a broker when interviewing with them. If you are a new agent, this is probably going to be a completely brand new experience, especially going and interviewing, not really knowing how interviews go and everything, but I'm gonna kind of explain all of that. I'm gonna give you 5 questions that you need to ask on any broker interview, and then towards the end of the video I am going to tell you how you can go ahead and get a list of all the questions that I would recommend that you ask. It's like 60 of them. I'll tell you how you can get that. So if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I am Chastin J. Miles, and I have been a real estate agent for many years now, and I've sold millions and millions of dollars worth of real estate year over year here in the Dallas area. And what I like to do on my YouTube channel is just educate new realtors, people getting into the business, or people who've been in the business for a little while, just really educating you on the ins and outs of the real estate business, helping you to make better decisions, and so that way you don't make the same mistakes that I did, and you can achieve that success that you're looking for a lot quicker than it took me. And so if that's you, you're in the right place. I appreciate you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button right below, and we can go ahead and get this video going. Typically, how a broker or firm or brokerage interview goes, it's not just a one-way interview to where they are interviewing you to be a real estate agent there, but you are also interviewing them to make sure that it's the right place for you. And so it's kind of a two-way street. They're going to ask you questions, and you have the right to ask them questions, just like any type of job interview. It's really trying to find out if it's a good fit for the broker and if it's a good fit for you. And so these questions that I'm going to be giving you, they're not in any particular order of importance or anything like that. They're just 5 questions that I feel like need to be asked, and I'm not going to go over the basic questions that a lot of people ask, such as, do you all offer leads, or what's the splits? None of that stuff. These are more high-level questions that when you ask these, a broker's going to look at you a little bit differently in a good way, because you are really thinking about this intelligently to decide whether you want to work at this firm or not. So my first question would be, what is the company culture like? And this is super important. What this is going to do, this is going to let you know if the company culture even aligns with what you stand for, how you are, just you as a person in general. You know, is it a very kind of close-knit family environment, or is it just kind of everybody doing their own thing? We hardly see each other. Do we participate in events together? Do we donate to charities together? You know, what is the culture like? Am I gonna feel happy walking in here, or is it just so serious and stuffy? You want to know that because you want to know if you're going to even be comfortable working there. You want to align yourself with a culture that really supports you, but also that makes you feel comfortable. My next question would be, how many agents do you have? Don't take what I'm gonna say in any type of bad way or anything. So when I joined that first Keller Williams office, and this was the first office that I joined when I got my real estate license, they had like 300 and something agents at that particular office. And you know, I saw 300 agents as a good thing at the time. Not saying that it's a bad thing now, but I saw 300 agents as a good thing, and it still is a good thing. I mean, if you have a firm with over 300 agents, then that lets you know that people like working here, and it's very attractive for an agent to work here. The fact that you are able to maintain 300 agents shows that you all have these systems in place to train, to market, to really help out all of those agents, to provide support to all of those agents. Now, if they tell you that there's only 20 agents here, there doesn't necessarily have to be anything wrong with that, but you may want to kind of wonder why. Are they a new firm? Are they just more exclusive? Or is it that nobody wants to work there for some reason or another? You want to kind of find out how many agents currently work there so that you can know how you're going to fit in. Sometimes when it's a super busy office and there's a lot of agents and there's not a lot of staff to support them, you could get drowned out in the crowd. And that's something to think about. But then on the other hand, like I said before, the fact that a firm can have a lot of agents can be really good for your career. You can kind of take the answer to that question and use your best judgment with it. The next question that I would ask, or that I would recommend you ask, is how does the brokerage market to bring in business? This is a big thing because real estate is super stimulated by the community, and who knows your firm, who knows you, whose signs do we see, what are they doing in the community? And so you want to know from an agent standpoint is, what is the brokerage doing to actually market this firm, to market me as an agent, to market us as agents as a whole? Is it just about the broker, or is it about the actual agents? Is it just about marketing luxury homes, or do we market how many sales we've done as a brokerage? That's super important because a lot of brokerages I know still offer things like phone time. And that's basically where, you can sit at the front desk and answer the phones if anybody calls. It could be potential leads or whatever. But nobody's going to call if the brokerage isn't marketing. Now, if a broker doesn't market out in the community in general, that just means that you just need to have a really good marketing plan to market yourself. Next, how many listings does the brokerage currently have? This is another thing that can bring in business. So the more signs that someone sees with a certain broker, the better it can be for business, because then they see that that broker is active in the area, they maintain a lot of listings, they do a lot of business. And so you want to know, how many listings does the brokerage currently have? This is also a great opportunity for you to find out if you as an agent is able to market other listings, or possibly hold open houses for some of the listings. Of course, you would have to contact the other agents or the broker and go through that whole process. But a brokerage that keeps a healthy amount of listings just really gives you better marketing opportunities. Then lastly, a question that I think is super important is, what's the 5-year to 10-year goal or plan for the brokerage? You want to know where this brokerage is heading. You want to know what things they plan on doing, how big they plan on getting, just things like that. You want to know what direction are they planning on moving offices, opening up other locations, maybe in your town or in another state or whatever the case may be. You want to know the direction that the brokerage is actually headed in, so that way you can be prepared for what's to come. It can give you something exciting to look forward to. Or they could be a brokerage where they just say, we've done all we want to do and it's just up to you as the agents to work. Take that as a red flag. So know where the brokerage is going, know what their plans are, know where they intend to be in the next 5 to 10 years. So I told you at the beginning of the video that I was going to give you an opportunity to get my full list of questions, and that's what I want to make available to you right now. So what I've done is I've decided to just release this list out there. This is something that I have in Future Agent Academy, but I decided just to put this one thing out there publicly. So if you want to get a copy of the full list of 60 questions that you can use in a brokerage interview, go ahead and visit the link down in the description and you can download that for free. So I hope this information has been helpful to you. If you have any questions or any recommendations, feel free to leave those down in the comments, and please like this video if it has been helpful. I ask that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done yet, because I release content like this all the time. So I'm Chastin J. Miles, and I will talk to you soon.